Oh, folks, a very good morning to you and welcome on behalf of the good team at Grey White Daniels Group, more particularly both Scott and Chloe Wither. Daniel Colson is my name. I'm here to walk you through proceedings this morning, of course, for the option of number 3 Harcourt Street in Grey Lynn. Now, I know that Chloe and Scott have made all of the relevant and important documentation very available to you. Included in that documentation a copy of the LIN and the title, a draft of the contract from which I work today. As always, the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand's best practice guide for options are the rules under which we will operate. We are here, of course, ahead of our scheduled auction date, being that an offer has been presented to our owners that they do deem to be acceptable. That being the case, the auction will follow a slightly different format than what you'd normally experience. I'll announce the level of that offer at the beginning of proceedings, and of course we'll give you a few moments to absorb that figure and indeed consider your options from there on in. However, I do make it abundantly clear to you that if there is no further participation once that number is announced to you, the property will be sold to the party who has made the pre-auction offer. But of course, if there is further participation with buyers, I'll just work with you to establish exactly where market value lies from that point on. Being that the property will have met reserve immediately upon the first bid being placed, all bids must come from you, the buyers, here at the auction. They can't be placed by me on behalf of our seller for obvious reasons. And of course, I do remind you also that if you are a successful purchaser today, we'll get you to sign your name on the auction agreement. You'll pay a deposit, which is equal to 1/10 of the purchase price. Throughout the auction, I will nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised. It isn't really my preference, but I will refuse a bid if I don't deem it to be in the very best interest of our sellers. There are parties that have opted to participate via telephone instruction, and they have completed the necessary documentation that allows them to do so. Along those same lines, if you are here spending somebody else's money, we would prefer you told us about that. Otherwise, we'll get you to sign your own name on the auction agreement should you be our successful buyer. But it is to your document that I take you that describes the property at number 3 Harcourt Street in Grey Lynn being a freehold offering comprising some 492 square metres more or less being lot 1 on deposited plan 325752. Unique identifier is 103919 in the computer freehold register. A good list of chattels accompanies the sale, and of course I do remind you that vacant possession is offered to you on the 5th day in November unless alternative dates have been agreed to between you and our seller with regard to that settlement date. That is a Thursday, and of course that is also the date that your new life begins right here at number 3. And exceptional chances you will know to buy into the ever popular northern slopes of Grey Lynn, loving the fact that you've got this very popular locale that provides you with real convenience and community as well. The home itself, quintessentially Grey Lynn if you ask me. Of course we talk about the fact that you've got all of that character that you'd expect with a property of this generation, and indeed added to that the fact that you've got that prized off-street parking with the fact that you've got garaging there, a real bonus as well. Out to the rear you can see the extension that provides you with light, bright, airy spaces, wonderfully well livable as it currently stands. Further opportunity though, Chloe, for people to easily add their own personality, their own touch, of course some value as well, and I might stress to you indeed that is not a bad thing in this part of town either. But of course what we do say to you is you've got flexibility in terms of accommodation, generous bedrooms that are in situ for you, but indeed real options not only for the present day, but moving forward into the future. You take the property where you'd like to. It's really going to look after you and your family very well. I'm not surprised for a second as to why we're here ahead of our scheduled auction date. What I can confirm for you is that the level of the pre-auction offer that has been registered is at $2.3 million, and at that level my owner's instructions are patently clear. At $2,300,000, if that is the best offer in the market, the property will be sold at that level. If there is further participation with buyers, as I say, I'll work with you, but the property is on the market as they say, and it will be sold at 2.3 unless I see something better from here on in. I might suggest 2,325,000 to nudge me forward here. A mere quarter would take it in on from there. Another 20, okay. $2,320,000 is the offer. We welcome them in. We wish them the best of luck as well. At $2,320,000, if we stick with the same increment, that would mean it's 40 next. At $2,320,000 now, we call it $2,340,000 to nudge it forward here. 2,340, thank you and welcome in. At $2,340,000, I look back to you for 60 to nudge me along. 50 more, so 90 are you saying?
No.
It was worth a try, wasn't it? $2,350,000 at $2.35 million. At $2,350,000, 60 might just do it. Do we say that? Thank you. At $2.36 million here. At $2,360,000 seated just down here. At 2.36. Do we call it 237?
2.4.
2.4 is a strong move at $2,400,000. It's a good play for the Keys if I've ever seen one. At $2,400,000 now, 410 might be the place to do it though. At $2,400,000, take confidence in the competition. Always buy what somebody else wants. At $2,400,000, bid me away at the 410 to go here, or do we let it go at $2.4 million, the winning offer? At $2,400,000 now, and I chase down a 10 to be in front before we go. At $2.4 million only, and I stress the word only. First call at $2,400,000. Can I tempt you in, sir? I appreciate it anyway. At $2,400,000.
And one.
Well done. 2,401. It's got one in it, just in the wrong place from what I was asking. At $2,401,000. Are we in at 2.5 perhaps?
10.
Okay. 11.
No, 10.
10, okay, $2,410,000 at $2.41 million. If it's worth one, it's worth another. At $2,410,000, I give you a chance at 11 if you'd like to be in front. But at $2.41 million or $2,410,000, winning offers on the phone at the rear here at $2.41 million. Are you sure I can't tempt you in at 11 to be in front, or are we all done at $2,410,000? First call at $2.41 million. Twice at $2,410,000. I sell it away. It goes. Third call at $2,410,000. I appreciate your efforts. Thank you. At $2,410,000. Phone bidder has it and it sells. It is going at $2,410,000. It is sold. Congratulations. Well done to you. Great property, a great purchase. We obviously congratulate our sellers as well, sir, and thank you for your efforts. We do appreciate them, and of course for your attendance as well. We do appreciate it. On behalf of the team at Ray White, more particularly Scott and Chloe, thank you and good morning.